Welcome, alumni and community, to UCI Homecoming 2021. I'm Candace Whalen, the founding president of the UCI Sue and Bill Gross School of Nursing Alumni Chapter. I'm also a faculty member, practicing nurse practitioner, and the clinical coordinator of our Doctor of Nursing practice at the Sue and Bill Gross School of Nursing, where innovative research meets compassionate care. For those of you who are not familiar with our nursing program, let me begin by sharing a story of one of our amazing PhD students who is making a positive impact at a local, national, and global level. Denisha Jenkins was inspired to enter the field of nursing by Clara Barton, the founder of the American Red Cross, and she has proven to share many of our well-known nursing heroines' best traits. Denisha has illustrated a fearless dedication to compassionate nursing, even in the face of adversity. Whether providing first aid in her community or educating nurses about critical care and COVID-19 symptoms in Tijuana, Denisha's bravery and determination is apparent. Despite the many demands of work, family, and school, she is wholly dedicated to being present where she is needed most. Her doctoral dissertation examines the interactions between law enforcement and nurses. Her research will have far-reaching impact across the globe as she examines the unique ethical dilemmas that arise when the culture of custody and the culture of compassionate care collide. Denisha tells us that the pandemic has empowered nurses to break down barriers in order to restore health, oftentimes in the face of fear. Denisha Jenkins is the Sue and Bill Gross School of Nursing. Whether you are a bachelor's, master's, or doctoral graduate, we all experience the fierce dedication of the faculty to ensure a high level of educational excellence. The Sue and Bill Gross School of Nursing is a unique place in so many ways. We are the only school of nursing in the UC system with a faculty practice. We were the most requested undergraduate major on campus, receiving over 6,000 applications for just 32 undergraduate spots. Since 2007, our advanced practice program has had an astounding 100% pass rate on the National Nurse Practitioner Board of Certification exams. Associate Professor Miriam Bender is the director of the new Center for Nursing Philosophy at the UCI Sue and Bill Gross School of Nursing, the first of its kind in the country. Our center will define the practice of nursing. We were recently acknowledged by Stanford University for having 4 School of Nursing faculty members among the world's top 2% nurse researchers. We were also ranked a top 10 nursing school in California by Nursing Schools Almanac. During the COVID-19 pandemic, our UCI faculty and students have been on the front lines, collaborating with healthcare professionals, conducting research and educating community to restore health. Let me provide just a few highlights that demonstrate the versatile and ever-changing role of the nurse. We are a school of true trailblazers and modern-day heroes. Our research faculty are world-renowned. Our founding dean and distinguished professor, Adi Namathi, and her co-investigators are studying the effects of social isolation on our homeless population of Los Angeles Skid Row during the COVID-19 pandemic. Homeless adults are reporting increased drug use, anxiety, and feelings of homelessness. Our founding dean and distinguished professor, Adi Namathi, and her co-investigators are studying the effects of social isolation on the homeless population of Los Angeles Skid Row during the COVID-19 pandemic. Homeless adults report increased drug use, anxiety, and feelings of loneliness. Professor E. Allison Holman and her team launched a national study of the stress effects in real time during the COVID-19 pandemic. A direct link has been shown to connect media consumption and feelings of anxiety, stress, and depression. Dr. Sanyuk Shin is studying COVID-19 risk among healthcare staff at UCI Health and monitoring social interactions and COVID-19 among UCI students. Blood and saliva samples collected every 3 months will provide information on how the virus is spread and will help universities across the globe to develop preventative guidelines. Assistant Professor Jungin Park collaborated with a team that created a vulnerability scoring system to assist in the triage efforts of the COVID-19 patient. A direct link has been made with the timing of treatment and positive healthcare outcomes. When California ordered all businesses to close, older adults with dementia suddenly lost their support structure, and caregivers suddenly became isolated. Professor Jung-Ah Lee launched a telephone support intervention with UCI students to provide emotional support, COVID-19 education, and caregiver resources. Keeping our students on track while tending to community needs were few roles our faculty juggled since the first days of COVID-19. Despite stay-at-home orders and numerous hospital closures, Assistant Clinical Professor Leanne Burke and Assistant Clinical Professors Sarah Brown and Tiffany Nielsen worked around the clock to ensure every pre-licensure student had a clinical placement and graduated on time. Our faculty contributions continue to make a positive impact. Our clinical faculty are on the front lines, battling COVID-19 and changing lives for the better. Assistant Professor Sarah Brown continues to seek student opportunities in vulnerable communities to educate members about the signs and symptoms of COVID-19 infection and teach health practices to decrease risk of infection. Clinical Professor Susan Tissot and Assistant Professor Senyuk Shin collaborated to produce hundreds of 3D face masks for frontline healthcare workers. Clinical Professor Susie Phillips collaborated with UCI-MC to open, manage, and staff one of Orange County's first COVID-19 testing sites. Dr. Phillips and her team of nurse practitioners are now running UCI's Vaccination Clinic at the Bren Center. To date, over 10,673 COVID-19 tests have been administered by School of Nursing faculty and over 40,000 by UCI-MC nursing staff, the majority being preoperative and pre-procedural with an average positivity rate of 16%. In just 10 weekend days, over 10,700 vaccinations have been given, with 2 of the 18 tables dedicated to UCI School of Nursing faculty and our registered nursing students who are working alongside School of Pharmacy faculty and staff. The UCI Health Bren Center vaccination site is a shining example of what makes UCI unique, integrative healthcare. As we come together as nurses, physicians, public health professionals, pharmacists, and educators, we are driven to deliver quality, research-based clinical practice to restore health in our community. It has really been quite a year. I'm so glad you returned home to celebrate your achievements and our unique and valued history. Because of the generous gift made by the Sue and Bill Gross Foundation, we will soon be celebrating our new home, pictured behind me, the Sue and Bill Gross School of Nursing Health Sciences Hall, on track to open June of 2022. Our new building will support new generations of diverse nursing students who will be taught at the highest level of educational excellence and will graduate with the theoretical knowledge and clinical training to become leaders for change. It will house a state-of-the-art simulation center that will be utilized interprofessionally as we welcome all College of Health Science students to work alongside our nursing students to create realistic, collaborative opportunities for treatment and care. We now welcome all practicing nurses in our community to continue their education through specialized certification and advanced degree programs. We will continue to attract the best and the brightest PhD candidates to work with our stellar faculty who are changing the world through innovative research. Whether you are a bachelor, master's, or doctoral graduate, we are in this together, creating a better world for all who live here. I am so proud to be an anteater. If you are interested in learning more about our School of Nursing Alumni Chapter, scholarship, and volunteer activities, please email me at candace.whalen@uci.edu or register through our University Alumni Association website at engage.alumni.uci.edu. Please know our dean and faculty are here for you as a trusted friend, colleague, and resource. Stay well and take care of yourself.